Hello everyone, my name is Anishra and I am an intern at Lexis & Company. Today in this video, I'll be discussing with you all about the partnership and some of the features of the partnership. So let's proceed. Now, if we talk about partnership, then what is partnership? Partnership is a kind of business where a formal agreement between two or more people is made where who agree to be the co-owners and distribute the responsibilities for running an organization, and they share the income and the losses that the business generates. Now in India, if we see that about this partnership, then all the aspects and the functions of the partnership, they are administered under the Partnership Act, Indian Partnership Act 1932. This specific law, it explains that partnership is an association between two or more individuals or the parties and who have accepted to share the profit earned by the business under the supervision of all the members or on behalf of other members. Now this is clear, I hope, and now I would like to discuss about some of the important features of the partnership so as to make you clear about what exactly is partnership as per Indian Partnership Act. Now the first feature of the partnership is the agreement between the parties. So it means that it is an association of two or more individuals, and a partnership arises from the agreement or a contract. So it is clear that partnership can only arise from the agreement or a contract. Now this agreement or this accord, it becomes the basis of the association between the partners, and the basis is this agreement. And this agreement, it could also be in a written form, and the oral agreement is even-handedly, it is also considered to be legitimate. Partnership can also form by the oral agreement between the partners, like they wish to form a partnership firm, and like that, and an oral agreement, it is also, so it is even-handedly legitimate as per the Indian laws, as per the Indian Partnership Act, and so on. And in regard to the other controversies, it is always good if the partners have a copy of the written statement of the agreement, or say the written agreement. Many times it may happen that how can we say that the certain partnership arises or partnership exists. So in order to prove that, it would be necessary that the written agreement would be present or be with the partners, so as to prove that there was a partnership, and such written agreement could be used for invoking the rights and to make other partners do their duties towards the partnership, for which they had originally said that they will fulfill. Now if we talk about the other feature of the partnership, the other one is the partnership must have two or more persons. If there is an association of two or more just one person, then how can we say that it is not possible to have an association? So the association should be of two or more persons, the partnership firm or the partnership, it must have the association of two or more persons, and there must be at least two, and there could be more, and there could be any number, but however the limitation is also put, it is the minimum number of partnership in the enterprise can be two, and however there is a constraint on the maximum number of the people, and it differs on the different basis. Now the third feature of the partnership is the sharing of profit. It means that it is one of the important component of partnership. The agreement made between the partners is to share the gains and also the losses of the business for which they had made the partnership. However, the definition held in the Indian Partnership Act, it elucidates that the partnership is an association between the people who have consented to share the gains of the business, and the sharing of the loss so also it is implicit in this. And hence it is we can say that the partnership must involve the sharing of the gain and the losses, and both the sharing of the gains and the loss, it is vital in the partnership. Now if we move towards another important essentials, or say the important ingredients, then it is the business motive. Partnership is mainly formed to carry out some kind of business, and like there should be some profit gaining motive. And like if there is any kind of association that is formed just for the sake of helping each other, or just, but it is not made for the purpose of carrying out a business, and not for gaining any, not for the purpose of profit maximization or profit gaining as well, then such association cannot be considered to be partnership. So it is necessary that the partnership must be formed for, and the association of the two or more persons who have wished to share the profits, that they share the profits and they associated themselves to carry out a business, that must all should be connected and should be added with this objective of carrying on a business. This business should be the main idea that should be carried forward. Like the partnership must be to carry on the business, and the business should be, and the sharing of the profit, sharing of the losses, all should be carried out all together in the partnership among the partners. Now the last one I would like to discuss is the mutual business. In the partnership, the partners, they are the owners as well as the agent of the firm, and any act performed by the one partner can affect other partners of the firm. And so it can be concluded by this point that there exists a mutual agency, and it acts as a partnership acts as a test for the partnership for all the partners, and that that confidence is reposed on all the partners, that they will carry out their objective, they will carry out the business, and they will carry out their functions assigned as a partner for the partnership firm in such way that the profit maximization is done, and the business is carried out to good deal, and in better it brings future prospects to the company, or to the business run by all the partners among themselves. So, and that every partner is to act as a agent as well as the owner. So there is a mutual agency exist. Like every partner is a principal and is also an agent for each other. So this is the fifth one, and the sixth one is the unlimited liability. Since we know that there exists a mutual agency, like everyone is a partner and everyone is also a agent. So in this situation, there is unlimited liability that forms. Like every partner in this, they has the unlimited liability to perform, and if any kind of even losses happen, then all will have to make good the losses, and if any kind of gain happen, then everyone also gets profited, and profit is shared equally also. So this is all about partnership. I hope it was clear, and thank you for listening.